This is a CD player that you actually either mount to your wall or you have this display stand that comes with it. And this CD does not belong here. And we are instead going to put this Metallica CD along with some other interesting media. This is a Batman mini CD, or a music CD, and some other pieces of media, and I have a bunch of other stuff that I'll show you later on, but yeah, this is one of those wall mount CD players. I remember seeing these on like Amazon, and I've seen Tecmo do a video on this, and I've seen other different variations of this CD player, but I mean, this was just the one that I got for Christmas. But yeah, I've been using it a lot lately. I don't really listen to or I don't really collect music CDs, but there's some that I like to listen to, like Metallica, of course. This is my favorite album, honestly. But yeah, just to show you that the CD player works, here's Metallica and Justice for All, and on the top is the little display for the CD and stuff. So I'll use my little remote here. Well, actually, first to turn it on, you have to pull this little like, or actually I think it was on, but yeah, you turn that on, it turns on the little CD thing, as you can see, and while it spins, and I'm going to turn down the music actually, just thinking about it, just because of copyright and stuff, it plays the CD and stuff, and yeah, that is really cool. Alright, I'm going to stop the CD now. I'm going to try to put some other pieces of media, or try other pieces of media on this interesting device. I guess while I have it, and since I don't want to lose it again, because I actually just found this, but this is a little Batman mini music CD. It basically just has 2 tracks. It's from the Tim Burton film. It's just the bat dance and stuff, but yeah. And once again, I'm not really going to play this, but this is a very like interesting little CD and stuff. All right, yeah, I won't play the whole thing, but yeah, it's just a mini music CD that I found it at a music shop, and the place where I got it, the guy was so glad I found this. And yeah, I also like anything Batman related, so yeah, I want to collect as many Batman things as possible. And yeah, so here is Sakura Wars on DVD. I can't guarantee this will work unless if the audio just plays for this film or something, but yeah, let's try it out. Alright, so it just spins, and I'll actually take the... Alright, and it reads as no disc. And it also, usually when, you know, like, I know what, like, most, like, CD players are like with the Xbox, like, you're not really supposed to, like, move it around as the disc is spinning, because sometimes it'll, like, scratch up the disc. That's not the case for this, so, like, it doesn't matter if I, like, hold this or not. As long as I don't, like, shake it like those old, like, Discmans, you know, then we're in the clear. But, yeah... Of course, DVDs do not work. Alright, next up is a Blu-ray, Batman Ninja. Yeah, continuing my little Batman thing. I was originally just going to do it without the mount, but I mean, I think it looks cool with the mount thing on, honestly. Hang on, let me turn it off and turn it back on again. I sometimes have to do that with, like, a CD and stuff. It's pretty annoying, but, you know. And it doesn't read at all. It doesn't even spin. I guess because it's like a Blu-ray disc, and also you can even see through like the I don't know if you can see, but like if you look closely, you can see the little caution sticker right there. But yeah, I mean, obviously it didn't spin, but I mean, yeah, that it's honestly really cool just looking at the Blu-rays. I never noticed that until like I was like playing a movie, and I saw that I could actually look through the disc and stuff, and yeah. But yeah, obviously, no surprise at all. Blu-ray discs don't work. And yeah, you can see my hand through the disc. It's interesting that it's called Blu-ray, but you can like still see your like hand through the disc. Alright, so that's that's the Blu-ray done. And here's a 4K disc. I mean, once again, it's probably not going to work, but here's Kingsman: The Golden Circle. Honestly, one of my favorite movies, in my opinion. Not a film I'd like rewatch, but it's a really good film if you've never seen the Kingsman movies. Yeah, this is the second film in the franchise, and there's also another Kingsman movie I have not seen yet. And yeah, once again, and also I don't really need to like hold the thing, but obviously it didn't spin because it's a Blu-ray disc. But yeah, Kingsman obviously will not play. Not even like just the audio. It's not like the like those VCDs, which I unfortunately do not have one. They're kind of hard to find in my area. And also I have a few other like CDs and stuff, but I won't show those just yet. Those I'll save for last. But anyway, moving on to some other media. Alright, moving on to PlayStation, we have Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Battle 22, rest in peace Akira Toriyama. Yeah, here's honestly not a great Dragon Ball game in my opinion. I mean, the PS1 Dragon Ball games aren't perfect, but I mean, that was just at the time, and no disrespect to Akira, but yeah. So yeah, let's try out the PS1 fighting game. It does spin. I know some PS1 games do have like soundtrack, but let's see if this one actually has any tracks. So it does spin. I might just like hold on to it just in case. I'll look at the display on the top. And it reads as no disc. So yeah. So at least this game won't work, but there are some PS1 games that will play the soundtrack. Obviously switch to track 2 because track 1 is game data, but yeah. Yeah, I wish this was a good Dragon Ball fighting game. I mean, it's not terrible, but like it's just not that that good of a fighting game, honestly. Like the Xenoverse games are honestly way better in my opinion. Anyway, next up we have Castle of Shikigami 2. This is it's not a great game. I thought my camera was zoomed, but yeah, here's Castle of Shikigami 2. It's the blue disc format, like when the PS2 had some blue discs. But yeah, this is honestly it's the acting isn't great in this game, but it's a pretty fun one. Oh, and I turn off the CD player anyway. All right, so this spins. All right, it was like starting to read it, but then stopped. I mean, it thought it was a CD, but obviously it knew that like it was something completely different. And yeah, I also find it very interesting that the disc, the artwork, the back, and even the manual is all just the same cover. I think even the back is like the same too, which like is very interesting for a for an Xseed game. I honestly never knew this was an Xseed game until now. I got a couple like fairly recently. I'll show those in another video, but yeah, just found that out just now. Alright, next up is the very first Hyperdimension Neptunia game for the PS3. Just plain Hyperdimension Neptunia. This isn't a great one, honestly. I mean, it's the very first one in the series. But yeah, I mean, I don't like hate the game necessarily, but you know, turn off, turn on. Pretty annoying for the little CD thing. And once again, since it's a Blu-ray, it will not read. So yeah, it did not spin at all. So yeah, Neptunia is just Alright, so yeah, that was the PS3 game. Alright. Next up is Tales of Zesteria. I have so many PS4 games and I wasn't sure which one to choose, so I thought I'd do this one. Because I actually did play this game for a little bit, and it is honestly really fun. I haven't really played much of the Tales games. I mean, I did play some of them, just I haven't really spent like a lot of time on them. But yeah, I actually want to get back into these games. They're pretty fun. And of course, once again, since it's a Blu-ray, it didn't really spin. So yeah, that was Tales of Zesteria for PS4. Definitely a fun game. I highly recommend if you've never played any of the Tales games. And I also highly recommend this game, Control Ultimate Edition. It is part of the PS Plus subscription, but you can also get this game for like not too much. But yeah, this is a very fun game. It's on like literally every console that I can think of. So yeah, turn off, turn on. Once again, since it's a Blu-ray, it will not spin. So yeah. PS5 games obviously do not work. I feel like this is going to be a very short video, but whatever. I miss doing these videos. Next up is another Dragon Ball game. This is Dragon Ball Z Budokai for the Nintendo GameCube. I feel like this one will probably spin, but not really like do anything. But yeah, let's see what it does. So yeah, as predicted, it does spin. It does spin for a little bit. It's trying to read it. Thinks it's a mini CD. Definitely is reading longer than like any of the other media I've tried out so far. It's really trying. It like wants to stop, but it like continues reading. It really thinks it's a mini CD. Alright, I'm gonna stop because I mean I know it's just gonna like read up as no disc, but I mean it at least spun a little longer than like most of the other like piece of media I've tried out so far. And also like the PlayStation stuff was like kind of boring and stuff. I expected something a little different, but not really. Alright, next up is, as I'm opening it, Zelda Twilight Princess for the Nintendo Wii. I also have the remaster for the Wii U, and I wish this game was on Switch. This is a very fun game. Definitely recommend playing it if you've never played any of the Zelda games. Once again, like the GameCube, it's trying its best to read it. It looks like it's spinning backwards on the camera, but it's spinning forwards. Very interesting. I don't know if that's just how I'm filming it, but yeah, it looks like it's going backwards. Alright, once again, that's at least trying to read it, but obviously it's not gonna work and such. But I mean, still cool to see at least. Alright. Yeah, most people usually like as it's spinning, like some people like do it right on the disc, but I just like to like at least just with this CD player, I just like to use the spindle just to stop the disc. I mean, probably not the best method, but whatever. I mean, as long as you don't damage the disc. Alright, and next up is a Wii U game. This is Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. I used to like this game until Ultimate came out, but yeah. So yeah, here's Smash for Wii U. I mean, it is a fun Smash game in my opinion, but I feel like after like Ultimate came out, and to be honest, in my opinion, I liked Brawl more than Smash for Wii U, but anyway, and once again, kind of like the Blu-rays and 4Ks and all that stuff, the PS4, it just does not spin at all. So yeah. Alright, and since I actually have it like right behind me, so I don't need to jump cut or anything, but here's the original Xbox game. This is Castlevania Curse of Darkness. I don't really have a ton of original Xbox games. This was a game I was trying to sell on my Etsy, but just wouldn't sell, and I'm just keeping it for the sake of it. Alright. I've honestly never played this game, but I'm sure it's fun. I've played some of the Castlevania games. Really the only bad one in the series is, and I actually have it too, but Castlevania Judgment for the Wii. I mean, it's not necessarily a terrible game, but it's just, like, it's very weird for a Castlevania fighting game, in a way. And I think there was also a Castlevania arcade game. It was lost for a little bit, but eventually found. And also, looking at my camera, it looks like it's spinning, like... Or actually, no, it's spinning, like, not backwards. Like, I don't know if it's just me seeing it, or if it's just the camera. Or excuse me, I don't know if it's just the camera, or if it's just me. but yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna, yeah. Alright, so that was the original Xbox game. Alright, and it's lame, but Madden 13 for the 360. I'd do some other 360 game, but I don't really have a ton of 360 games. I mean, I have good 360 games, but I don't really play 360 games as much as I used to. I think this one's also like the worst Madden game in the. This was, I think, the downfall of the Madden franchise. I mean, Madden 12 was like really the last good Madden game. It looks interesting how it's spinning, like on the camera at least. Once again, I'll stop, because really it's just going to do the same exact thing. I don't care if it gets damaged, because it's a bad Madden game, but yeah. Alright. And I have an Xbox One game. This is Super Lucky's Tale for the Xbox One. Used to be an exclusive, but now it's on PlayStation. I remember when this game was added to Switch, and I was like, I swear, if they release this on PlayStation, and then they released it on PS4, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll purchase it then. But yeah. I originally wanted an Xbox One just to play this game, but I mean, you know, it's, I don't think this was a bestseller. I mean, it was a popular game for a bit, but, you know. And, once again, no disc, kind of like the Blu-rays and whatnot. But yeah, alright, I'm gonna jump cut to get the other media and stuff to end off the video. Alright, now I have my interesting piece of media to try out. I bet viewers that have seen my 4 disc videos before remember the CDG in my PC copy of Legoland, but here's Virtua Fighter 2 for the Sega Saturn. I don't have a Dreamcast game, unfortunately, but oh well. I also don't have a Sega Saturn, but I mean, I at least have a game to keep in case if I ever do get a Sega Saturn, but you know. Alright, and it actually plays the music from the game, which is really cool. Alright, I'm gonna stop there. Just want to listen to at least a little something, make this video a little more entertaining. Not that I think you guys are like really bored with this kind of stuff, but you know. Alright, so that was Virtua Fighter 2 for the Saturn. Next up is the CDG, which these are the karaoke CDs. This was part of my sister's karaoke player, but I just like took the CD. It's just one of those like little sampler discs. I mean, you can like get these at Target. I'm surprised Target like they still have this stuff. Like, I mean they are popular, but you know. Or I don't know if I want to say popular, but I mean, like, there's some people that, like, still, like, use karaoke players and whatever. I'm going to turn the music down, because I know that there's going to be copyright and stuff. I don't really hear the music, so, alright, yeah. So, yeah, that's the CDG. CDGs, do work. And usually if, like, I remember in my, like, DVD for this video, like, it actually, like, had the, like, the lyrics and stuff, which I thought was, like, really cool for the DVD player, but, yeah. But, yeah. Can't believe I still remember that stuff. I mean, those are the most popular videos out of, like, all the other videos that I made. It's also how I'm popular, too. But, yeah. Next up is Legoland for PC. I don't, my computer downstairs, unfortunately, is no longer around, and I don't think I can play this stuff on my little CD ROM laptop thing, which, yeah, but let's try it out. Alright, and I thought I was going to play a track or something, but it just stopped and displayed as no disc. So yeah, that was Legoland for PC. Honestly never played this game or really seen gameplay, or actually I probably have seen gameplay for this. I think this is like one of those or no, that's not the one. That was Lego Creator, but yeah, it's basically just like a Roller Coaster Tycoon. Yeah, that's the one. But yeah, and here's the interesting CD I found. I found this at Core Gaming, and yeah, even they didn't know what this was. But yeah, it's a very interesting CD. It's one of those shaped CDs. It's basically just like a little snake clone, but as you can see from the little gameplay and stuff, it's just like a 3D snake game. And even the case is interesting. It also comes with little 3D glasses if you want to like actually play this game on your PC. And yes, that is actually how the game is displayed. So I'm gonna like keep it like that. But yeah, and I'm gonna see if I can get the thing out without all right, yeah, these things are really delicate, I'm sure. But yeah, these little shape CDs, it kind of remind me of the Pokemon movie 2000 promos, if you remember those. Surprised it reads it, and it stops. Yeah, I didn't even press the button. It just stopped by itself. But yeah, that was at least interesting for a little bit. So yeah, that was the mini CD ROM game. And finally, and I'm not going to do any of my cartridges or stuff like that, but here's this Elton John The One cassette tape. And of course, since it's displayed and stuff, it's just not going to play. And yeah, that is really all for this video. Actually, hang on, I've got a couple more things. You know what? What the heck? You get this is like, you know. But yeah, here's a N64 game, Mickey Speedway USA. Here's Earth, Wind, and Fire 8-track. And here's Batman for the NES. Alright, there you go. That's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm definitely going to do a few more of these. I'm also going to do another one of another PS5 4 disc video, because I honestly didn't really like the one that I did for my channel. I mean, not that it wasn't popular or anything, but I just want to do another one, because like there's some like formats that I want to do that I didn't get to do. But anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. Peace. Bye.